Hello friends, it's another cook prep day for me. I'm going to start with some tzatziki sauce. I've got cucumbers over here. I'm going to add some onion and whiz that up in the food processor. When I've got it out, I'll be doing a few other things. So let's get going here. Sorry for the loud noises. Okay, that's all chopped like this, and I'm going to put it in a colander to drain out any liquids that may accumulate here. So let that drain while we work on the next thing, because I will be adding garlic and sour cream and plain yogurt, beef up the protein in that. So I've got this out. I'm just going to whiz a few more things. So I have some sausage and I'm going to put some spring onions in with that. And a few radish, spring onion for flavor, a few radish, that gives it a little bit of bite, a little bit of tooth. And a lot of people don't know you can cook radish. I've done it. I've used them as a potato substitute successfully in some soups and stews. So don't discount radishes. They're a good nutritious root. Okay. And squirt of garlic. And what I'm mixing up here today, I think I'll put a few more ingredients in there while I'm chopping. I've got some bok choy here. And I'm slicing up some cabbage. Just a head of cabbage here. And in this bowl I have mung bean sprouts. I'm trying to let this drain. Still got a lot of water in there, so I might have to pat some of that out. And then I've got this bok choy. And I'm going to put some of this in and blend it. Good fiber. Need all that fiber. So let's give that a whiz. need to drain that a little bit. So I'm just gonna get a clean dish towel. Put this out here. Get a lot of that water out. I'm also draining. Oh, I should put that in there with that. Next go around, I've got water chestnuts. Okay, got those dried off. So you can use about any kind of protein in here you want. Right now, we've got those meat patties that are ground up. I'm gonna add some more onion to this, I think. Onion. Gonna chop this down a little bit finer. So this is a little bit coarse yet. That, some of this, more fiber. We've got this onion. And additionally, for meat, I'm going to add, this is wild caught crab meat. I'm gonna add that for some more protein. I think I got this at Costco, but it's wild caught. And this pond raised stuff. And I got some water chestnuts. Those will go in here. And I also want to add some nut butter. So I've got, this is almond butter. This is peanut butter that's made just from the peanuts where it's ground and they don't add anything to it. It's just peanuts. So that's another good source of protein, a couple tablespoons of that. This onion. chestnut's too chewed up. I want that crunch from the water chestnut, so get that in there. I think I'm done with that. I'm going to add a little tahini. That's sesame for flavor. And a little liquid amino. This is gluten-free. Liquid amino. So those of you that are gluten intolerant, you can use this instead of soy sauce. Some people can't do soy, so this is a good alternative for them. That's your seasoning. Then a bit more garlic. And now comes the eggs. These are pasture-raised eggs. And of course, the best utensil in the kitchen, let's see, 2, 4, 5, I'll put a half a dozen in here, is your hands. And mine are spotlessly clean because I washed them before we started. So I'm just going to get this blended up into our filling. Nice thing about egg rolls, you can do them ahead, you can freeze them, you can pop them in the air fryer when you want them. But this is all fresh, natural ingredients, and it's not any of those crummy seed oils bad oils that tend to be used in the processed products. You know, I tend to stay away from all of that. So I think I've got this mixed fairly well. So let me take a quick break and rinse. We'll get ready to roll. Get ready to rock and roll. Okay, I think we're all set to go. I've got my veg here cucumber and all of that that's been draining. I'm just going to dump that in here. Get rid of all of that liquid that had formed. And then I'm going to add sour cream. Yogurt. This has 18 grams of protein, no sugar added. In 3/4 of a cup. I'm going to put about that much in there. So we've got our fiber, we've got our protein, and then this just all becomes a wonderful tzatziki sauce to go on top of any kind of meat, like if you're doing chicken or fish or beef even. You know, make yourself a wrap, put some of this on there, and you will be a happy camper. I think I need a smaller stir. The spoon is kind of big. Better. Get this all blended into a beautiful tzatziki sauce. You can just eat this on vegetable chips or, you know, whatever you want to eat that on, but that's a lovely tzatziki. Okay, so we're done with that. Now, let's concentrate on the egg roll. Oops, there's the laundry. Sorry about that. Chores must be done. So I have egg roll wrappers, and what I usually do is take a little cornstarch, because I don't want this stuff sticking. Same thing with your hands. Put it on your work surface, cornstarch, and get my wrappers out here. And I've got several packages because I don't know how many this particular batch is going to make. One wrapper is 60 calories and 12 carbs, so you can have an egg roll. You can have an egg roll. There are 2 grams of protein in here, so that's something. So I have a dish ready over here that I've prepped with papers and more cornstarch. This is what I'm going to lay them out on before they go in the freezer or into the cooker. So, yeah, just getting these ready to go. So I have my mix. I'll get a nice spoonful of my mix. And these are nice fat ones. Let's see if I can get all of this into a roll. So just roll it over, pull it back, tighten it down, flip the ends in. Oh, I got more than one. Don't want more than one. Make sure you're just getting one wrapper. There we go. There we go, one wrapper. And I will roll that up. If this doesn't want to stay, you can wet your fingers in a little cold ice water and put that down. And that's how we roll. That's how we roll. Yeah, I've got some juices formulating here, so I probably will pour those off when we get closer to the bottom. But I like a nice egg roll wrap. Pull it back, tuck in your ends, roll it up, wet the tip, and you're on a roll. And I'll come back and show you some of the finished product later, because it's going to take me a while to get all of these rolled up and sealed and ready to go, either in the fryer or the freezer or the air fryer or pan with oil. You know, you can do them any way you want to. Okay. So these are all done in an air fryer. These are done fried in a pan. I got the oil a little bit hotter than I wanted it to, but in the air fryer, I'm just cooking up like this. This is the little Ninja air fryer. And that's how I did those without oil. These are with oil.